everyone, welcome back to the DMU YouTube channel. Tabitha here, and today's video is a little bit more chatty than usual. I'm basically going to talk you through some of the worries and concerns that I have for graduating. I just thought that it might be a little bit comforting for those of you that are also worried about graduating this year. I'm also going to tell you a few things that I'm going to take away with me from my time here at DMU and try and give some advice. It's kind of advice that I need to listen to myself as well. Although I am going on to do a master's at a different university, it is kind of scary to be leaving the undergraduate bubble. Apart from the next year where I'm going to be doing a master's, I have no idea where my life's going to take me. It kind of just leaves me full of lots of what if questions, which is really scary actually. So one of the first concerns that I have isn't even to do with once I've graduated. It is, will I graduate with a degree level that I'm proud of? Like, I want to maximise my chances of getting onto further training, and obviously getting a first class degree is going to help me. But not only that, will I graduate at all? There is always the possibility that I could mess up my exams so badly that I can't even graduate at all, let alone with a first. So, you know, that's just in the back of my head. Another thing that is making me quite nervous is the fact that, you know, I've lived away from home for 3 years now. I'm so used to being independent. I'm worried that when I do move back home, I'm worried that I'm going to lose my independence, adjusting from being so independent to then living back home with my mum, my brother, like, which will be lovely, don't get me wrong, and I am grateful that I'm in the position where I can commute from home to uni. It's just quite scary because I'm so used to being able to do whatever I want when I want, only having my own mess to worry about. Just adjusting to being back as the child of the house, even though I will be 22, is quite scary to me, and I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. Another thing that I am really worried about, and I know that most other people would be as well, is the fact that I am going to be nowhere near my friends. It's not going to be like now where we might live all in the same city and some of us are 10 minutes away from the rest. Some of us even live in the same apartment complex. It's going to be, we're at completely different ends of the country. I'm going to be up in Newcastle, and I've also got friends that are going to be in Sheffield, so that's not too far. But then I've also got friends in London and maybe in Bath, and like, that is so far apart. And considering I have spent the last 3 years seeing these people pretty much every day, I'm just worried, like, will we even get to see each other? I was having a conversation with one of my friends, Hannah, the other day, and we were literally saying that the next time we will all be together as a group may very well be one of our weddings. And that is so weird to think about. I hope that's not the case, but it is always a possibility. Doing a master's, I'm not going to have as much time as I've got doing an undergrad course. Am I going to have a social life at all? Am I going to make new friends? Because I'm only going to be there for 1 year, I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to make so many friends. But the fact that I might go an entire year without a social life at all is something that is really worrying me. I'm also quite nervous that not only am I doing my master's course at a whole different university, but what if the course is so much harder? What if I can't adjust from undergrad to postgrad very well? So obviously doing a postgrad course, I am fully expecting the content to be a lot more intense and the workload to be so much more full on than it is here to do my undergrad course. But what if I can't handle that? Like, I'm also nervous for the long run. So because obviously I'm doing my undergrad and then I'm doing my master's and then I'm hoping to do a doctorate, I'm doing all this training that is very like specific, and I know exactly where I want to be. But there's always the possibility that no matter what experience I get or no matter what grades I have and qualifications, I might never get onto the doctorate course that I want to do, which is so scary. And I don't want to feel like I'm just wasting years of my life, because obviously I'm going to be gaining so many transferable skills that I can then apply to different jobs or different training programs. But the fact that I have known for so long exactly what I want to do, and I've spent all this time training for that moment where I can get onto the doctorate course, and there is the chance I may never get onto it because of the competitive nature of it, that is terrifying. That's probably the thing that is scaring me the most. There's always a chance that I could be applying for jobs that I really wanted and they might not want me. They might have somebody that they'd rather hire with better qualifications, or they're better personality-wise, like better suited to the job. And then of course I could get the perfect job, like the job that I've always wanted, and realise that I don't like it. And then again, I've spent all these years and all this money training for it, but I don't actually enjoy the job that I thought I wanted. I'm getting really anxious just talking about this. Oh, The last concern of mine is it's not that important, but I'm kind of thinking like, have I missed my chance to go travelling? Because obviously a lot of people do it before they do their undergrad, and a lot of people do it after their undergrad and before their postgrad, but I'm going straight into postgrad, and then I'm hoping that after my masters I'm going straight onto the doctorate. By that time I'm going to be 26, 27 at the youngest, but I feel like when I am 26 or 27 and I am qualified, it's not going to be as easy for me to just jet off to Vietnam or Bali for like however long. Whereas before my undergrad or between my undergrad and masters, that might have been the perfect opportunity to do that sort of thing. So now I'm going to talk about something a little bit more positive, and that is like, what am I going to take away with me from my time at DMU, whether that is to apply to my academic or professional careers or just my life, like in general. Obviously one of the main things that you come out with a degree is so many transferable skills, and I know that I have gained so many different skills through doing my degree. I would not have gained those skills if I hadn't done my degree, and if I hadn't done my degree here. Obviously doing a psychology degree, I can do critical reviews, literature reviews, I can write research proposals, I can use statistical software, and all of these things that I never would have been able to do had I not done a psychology degree. Also, I have had the opportunity to travel to Taiwan and to New York with DMU Global, and I know that I wouldn't have had those opportunities had I not come here. Obviously it's a DMU run program, so of course. And I potentially may not have ever visited Taiwan. It's not a typical holiday destination, and I'm so grateful that I went there because I experienced a culture and an environment so different to anything I'd ever come across before. And I made friends there that I never would have met before. And obviously New York was amazing, but I definitely would have gone there had I not been on a DMU Global trip. Of course, having done a degree, I have made some amazing friendships. My group is so tight and so close. We will stay friends for a very, very, very long time, if not forever. Like, I love them to pieces. And of course also I have developed some really strong professional relationships with some of my lecturers, and I know that I could just, you know, drop them an email and ask how things are going in a year's time and update them on what I'm doing, and it wouldn't be weird. Like, it would just be a nice little catch up. And I feel like they've been so supportive to me. I have been able to achieve a lot more than I ever thought I would have done, so that's really nice too. Also, since being here, I have massively come out of my shell personality wise. I am so much more confident now than I ever thought that I would be. If you'd said to me 3 years ago that I would be creating content for Montfort University, going to award shows in London, or leading induction sessions for first year students, I would have just laughed in your face. There is no way that I would have ever believed it, because I am such a nervous person in front of like large groups of people, and I never thought that I would have the confidence to do that. But I really have gained so much more confidence since being here, and I think that is partly to do with the friends that I have, partly to do with the encouragement from the lecturers, and largely to do with the fact that I have had this opportunity to create content for the uni that, you know, I never would have had anywhere else. As my time here gets closer to its end, I find myself saying yes to everything pretty much. Like, every social occasion I am there, every video that I'm asked to create for the uni I am doing it. Like, I don't want to graduate here and then look back and think, oh, I wish I'd done that and actually had missed my chance to do that. I'm also taking lots of pictures of everything, which might be getting on my friends' nerves. However, I know that in the future they will appreciate it because they'll like to look back on them. Same as I know my friends' family members like to look through my Facebook albums and see what their kids are doing, like my friends are doing. Bottom line is, we're all scared of graduating. It's absolutely fine. It's scary to leave the uni bubble, even if that is to go to postgrad study, but everything will work out. Try and make the most of your last few months here, and I know that is like largely exam based. It will go so quickly, and then you're out in the big wide world, which is scary. But good luck. If you are graduating this year, good luck. If you're graduating next year, good luck. You know, graduating is terrifying. And I'm actually really scared for graduation itself. What if I fall flat on my face? Which is likely. I'm very clumsy and I trip over everything. So that is it for this video, guys. If you are graduating this year, I hope you found some comfort in the fact that I'm panicking too. Like, it is scary. And all of my friends are the same. Like, we're all very, very anxious and nervous to leave. But yeah, I hope this has been somewhat useful to you, and I hope I get the chance to film some more DMU videos. If not, it has been an absolute pleasure, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.